YouTube. It's Will from Will Development. It's my 196th weekly update. First and foremost, it is nice to be back home. Just putting that out there. If you didn't see it, I released my 95th update while recording it on the floor of a convention center just before Nate and I went in and he competed at the Bill Kazmaier Classic, hosted by SBD, in Dallas, Texas. I don't remember the name of the convention center, but I know it's formerly the Dallas Convention Center. It's sponsored by somebody else now, so it has a different name. That's how that works. Like a little tidbit on how stupid I can be sometimes. I didn't realize like the Amway Center in Florida was like owned or sponsored by Amway the company, which is basically like a magazine you buy shit from, like Sky Mall. Like it could have been the Sky Mall Center. Well, probably not now. They don't have a lot of money now, I don't think. Sky Mall's not a thing anymore, I don't think. I'm trailing on. I apologize. So this is my first week back in training, and it sucks, but it's great. Like, I walked in feeling really good. Everything got a really nice break. I would say by, like, Friday, everything was starting to feel a lot better. My body was feeling a lot better. I did a shit ton of walking while in Dallas, just because we were in the heart of the city there, downtown, and we were just walking around basically everywhere we could instead of, taking cabs and Ubers and stuff, saving some money, that sort of thing. And I walked a shit ton. Let's just put it that way. And then I felt great, honestly, when I first got back, sort of. I had a really rough Saturday to Sunday, and I slept for like 9 hours when I finally got home. It was ridiculous. I'm not going to get into it here. I'll probably get into it on my podcast when we record next time, which is in a couple weeks. But regardless, training this week, the irony is that this program that I've had, which I'm going to be changing up just a little bit, is geared towards getting my bench, my press, and my deadlift up, and squat is sort of a behind-the-scenes thing that if it moves up, it moves up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And the only thing that's been really going well for the last week has been my squats. My form has felt great. No more pain in my knee at all. Everything just feels pretty strong. Back is, better form. Everything's just worked out. That little break did wonders for me. Bench, maybe I was a little overzealous on my numbers, but it was rough this whole week. Both sessions, and the presses were no better. And then I deadlifted today, and the plan was to do 3x5 at 80%, and it turned into a 3x3 at 80%, and we were using a new bar we just got. He got one of those a Rogue stainless steel bar, which is, it's a decent bar. I can't say much bad about it. I actually like the knurling on it. It's not aggressive, but the second you apply chalk and then use it, it's like it bites right into your hands. But I ended up tearing that callus right there, which sucked. And I was supposed to go for some singles after, and I decided against it because everything was moving really slow, but form was good. So we just did some speed work with 225, 3 sets of 5, with some band work, which is one of the first and few times I've ever done that kind of stuff. Figured what the hell, hit it, hit what needs to get hit, at least at a weight like this. I can keep my form really good, and, maybe it'll make my lockout a little faster, which has been getting better over time. My speed off the floor is just not there lately. My rigidity is weak for some reason. Probably just burned out. Doesn't matter, tomorrow's log. Was really cool. Down in Miami, I have a few friends down in Miami. Friends, acquaintances, I don't know what to call them, but I'd call him a pretty good friend. I mean, I went to his house and he let me stay there. That's a friend to me. Well, he let me sleep in the backyard, which is a friend. Junkyard, which you may remember from a couple of years ago, I did a weekly update with him where we had a little mini tour of his little workout center. I call it a gym, his home gym there. And, he's got all the fun little DIY tools and then some nicer ones that are surprisingly nice DIY. That sounds more condescending than I mean, but I'm just going to move past it. And he actually was at the gym today. I showed up, and it was funny. I was walking in, I saw a car, and I went, hey, they've got a Strongman Corporation sticker. I wonder who's here. And I walked in, and he was out there hitting log, and, it was really cool. So he decided to step in and do some deadlifts with us. But it was really cool seeing Junkyard like that. Check his Instagram. He's got some photos of him training there, hitting some decent log and hitting a few good deads too. It was Junkyard Strong is his Instagram handle. So I'm looking forward to hitting log myself tomorrow. Hopefully this ripped callus and fresh skin doesn't hold me back at all. If not, it just doesn't hold me back too much. And we'll go from there. Gonna be changing my program just a little bit. I've got the month of July, basically a couple weeks. I'd say effectively I've got about 3 weeks because we start Russian squat routine in August. It's just a gym tradition. Everybody does it. And I want my squat number to be somewhere around 385, even 400. If I can get it there in time, we'll see. But I'm going to be doubling down on my efforts in the next few weeks, and hopefully my bench, I'll get to my 320 like I wanted last week. Basically taking that week off put me 2 weeks behind, which is fine. We'll see how I come in next week. I've been handling a lot more stretching and stuff like that, a lot more recovery work, so hopefully it works out for me. We'll see. So all that in mind, never be afraid to switch up the program just a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with traditions. If you think there is, then what's your excuse?